Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Siti Zarimatul Irma from TBIC. I want to explanation about style, context, and register in sociolinguistics. Okay, address as an influence on style. Compare the speech style on these two sentences. The first is, "Excuse me, could I have a look at your photos too, Miss Hall?" And then, "Come on, Tony, guess log. And then factors affecting the degree of social distance and solidarity, relative age, gender, social rules, whether people work together or are part status. Age of address. When addressing people of different age, the speaker generally talk differently. Saat menyapa orang dari usia yang berbeda, pembicara umumnya berbicara dengan cara yang berbeda. Some features in speaking to children. The first is using short and grammatically simple structures, menggunakan struktur yang pendek dan sederhana secara tata bahasa, and then using simple range of vocabulary, menggunakan kosakata sederhana, and then using we rather than you to refer to address, menggunakan kosakata kami daripada Anda untuk merujuk ke penerima. And then using the sing-song intonation which characterizes baby talk, menggunakan intonasi nyanyian yang menjadi ciri baby talk. Foreigner talk, the speech used by native speakers to foreigners who don't speak English well. It has features similar to the speech with young children. Jadi bicara orang asing, bicara yang digunakan oleh penutur asli untuk orang asing yang tidak bisa berbahasa Inggris dengan baik, ini memiliki fitur yang mirip dengan bicara dengan anak kecil. And then next, some features of foreigner talk, yaitu beberapa fitur pembicaraan orang asing. The first is high frequency vocabulary, kosakata frekuensi tinggi, and then fewer contraction, the example must not rather mention. Kontraksi lebih sedikit, misalnya tidak boleh, lebih baik tidak boleh. And then use of nouns rather than pronouns so reference are clear. The example, then you open the oven and you put the cake into the oven rather than it in the oven. Yaitu gunakan kata benda daripada kata ganti sehingga acuannya jelas. Misalnya, kemudian Anda membuka oven dan Anda memasukkan kue ke dalam oven, bukan ke dalam oven. And then shorter sentence with simple grammar, yaitu kalimat yang lebih pendek dengan tata bahasa yang sederhana. And then use of teach question like don't you and isn't it, which are easy to respond to. And then repetition, yaitu pengulangan. Social backgrounds of address. Your speech might be influenced by the social backgrounds of the people you talk to. In the example, newsreaders at the different stations in New Zealand. Linguistics features of radio announcer speech on different stations. The source, the diagram was constructed from data in Bailey 1984. Social backgrounds. The first is audience design. The influence of the address or audience on a speaker's style. Pengaruh penerima atau audience pada pembicara gaya. In the previous example, the newsreader read the same happening in the same context but use different style because of the one factor, the address. Pada contoh sebelumnya, pembaca berita membaca kejadian yang sama dalam konteks yang sama, tetapi menggunakan gaya yang berbeda karena satu faktor penerima. The second is style, gaya. Language variation which is influenced by change in situational factors such as address, setting, text, or topic. Variasi bahasa yang dipengaruhi oleh perubahan faktor situasional seperti penerima, pengaturan, tugas, ataupun topik. And then next, Peter Cargill interviewing people in Norwich, use of the in better beds, glottal stop use up to 98% with lower class, interviewers 100% with higher class 25%. Cargill use drop to interviewers. And then the social background of the address might influence our speech style. Latar belakang sosial penerima mungkin pengaruhi gaya bicara kita. Out-speech accommodation signals our desire to keep on the conversation or attitude about the address. Akomodasi ucapan di luar menandakan keinginan kita untuk terus berbicara tentang orang yang dituju. Accommodation theory. Accommodation theory was developed by Howard Pills and others in the 1970. It suggests that we adjust our speech to accommodate the person we are addressing. This may result in convergence or divergence. Jadi teori akomodasi dikembangkan oleh Howard yang menunjukkan bahwa kita menyesuaikan ucapan kita untuk mengakomodasi orang yang kita tuju. Ini dapat mengakibatkan konvergensi atau divergensi. And the next, convergence. This is more common and occurs when we have our speech closer of the other person. Ini lebih umum dan terjadi ketika kita mendekatkan pembicaraan kita dengan pembicaraan orang lain. And then divergence, when people's speech styles move farther apart, yaitu ketika gaya bicara orang bergerak lebih jauh. Speech accommodation theory, speakers tend to change the way they are speaking depending on who they are talking to. Pembicara cenderung mengubah cara mereka berbicara tergantung pada siapa mereka berbicara. Speakers may convert or modify their speech to sound similar or diverse, or maintain linguistic distinctiveness to distinguish themselves from interlocutor. They resemble some minority ethnic groups. And then if both participants in a conversation converge towards the other, this is called mutual convergence. Jika kedua peserta dalam percakapan bertemu satu sama lain, ini disebut konvergensi timbal balik. Divergence has the effect of impacting the difference between people. Two supporters of rival football teams make encourage their respective regional action in an argument if consensually. Jadi divergensi memiliki efek menekankan pada perbedaan di antara orang-orang. And the next, convergence decrease the social distance between people. Konvergensi mengurangi jarak sosial antar manusia. And then next, motivation. In the case of convergence, to express solidarity of reduced social distance, polite speech strategy, sarcastic effect. And the next, referee design wasit, deliberately diverging both from one's usual style and that of others towards the style of a third party for special effect. Dengan sengaja menyimpang dari gaya biasanya dan gaya penerima ke gaya pihak ketiga untuk efek khusus. Studies of action, accent divergence. To dissociate from the listener, the speaker may emphasize pronunciation dissimilarities. Untuk memisahkan dari pendengar, pembicara dapat menekankan perbedaan pengucapan. Next, accent convergence. To gain another's approval, the speaker may reduce pronunciation dissimilarities. Yaitu untuk mendapatkan persetujuan orang lain, pembicara dapat mengurangi ketidaksamaan pengucapan. Upward accent convergence and downward accent convergence. Downward and upward convergence. Examples of downward and upward convergence. Someone with an RP accent toning down their accent to speak. Someone with a lower class accent is called downward convergence. And someone with a working class accent trying to eliminate some of the stronger regional features of their speech for a job interview with an RP speaker is called upward convergence. Studies of accent convergence, Kaplan, 1984, observed accent convergence in a travel agency. Number of sounded by assistant varied from 3.7% to 29.3%, significantly correlated with the proportion sounded by her clients. Accent divergence, while students on Welsh language course asked to take part in a survey concerned with second language learning techniques. Listened to question posed by very English sounding tutor who asked 1 point. Why on earth do you want to study a dying language with a dismal future? Mengapa Anda ingin pelajari bahasa yang sekarat dengan masa depan yang suram? Response shows extreme action divergence following this attack. The first burdened their Welsh accent, yaitu memperluas aksen Welsh mereka, and then introduction of Welsh words and phrase, pengenalan kata dan phrase, and the last one is as Welsh silent then produce Welsh expletive into the microphone. Kemudian menghasilkan sumpah serapah Welsh ke dalam mikrofon. Stylization atau penyesuaian dengan mode, when someone goes beyond their usual or normal ways of speaking and behaving and engages in a high or strong performance of some sort, the term stylization is used. The example, the speech of comedians and singers. Ketika seorang melampaui cara biasa ataupun normal, mereka dalam berbicara dan perilaku dan terlibat dalam semacam penampilan tinggi ataupun kuat. Istilah stylisasi digunakan misalnya bicara pelawak dan penyanyi. And then crossing, a particular types of stylization in which young people temporarily cross over into another group's speech style, yaitu persilangan, jenis gaya di mana orang muda untuk sementara menyeberang ke gaya bicara kelompok lain. And then the last parody or pantomime, yaitu parodi ataupun pantomime. Accommodation problems. The first, overdoing a convergence make often listeners. Konvergensi yang berlebihan dapat menyinggung pendengar. And then listeners may react differently to different types of convergence. Pendengar mungkin bereaksi berbeda terhadap jenis konvergensi yang berbeda pula. And then reason behind convergence or divergence are very important, yaitu alasan dibalik konvergensi atau divergensi itu sangat penting. And then deliberate divergence are regarded as uncooperative or antagonistic, yaitu divergensi yang disengaja dianggap tidak kooperatif atau antagonis. And then contact of the speech is one of the best way to avoid accommodation problems, yaitu konteks bicara adalah salah satu cara terbaik untuk menghindari masalah akomodasi. And then the last, speech accommodation or style shifting, which often occurs unconsciously in casual context, may not be appropriate in more formal context, yaitu akomodasi ucapan atau peralihan gaya yang sering terjadi tanpa disadari dalam konteks kasual. Ya, mungkin tidak lebih sesuai dengan konteks formal. Context, style, and class. Characteristics of the address are not the only influential factors on speech style, yaitu karakteristik penerima bukan satu-satunya faktor yang berpengaruh pada gaya bicara. And then the choice of appropriate form is influenced not by the personal relationship between the participant but the formality of the contact and their relative roles and status within the setting, yaitu pilihan bentuk yang sesuai tidak dipengaruhi oleh hubungan pribadi antara peserta tetapi formalitas kontak dan peran serta status relatif mereka dalam latar. And then the last, people's roles in some formal context strongly influence the appropriate speech forms, yaitu peran masyarakat dalam beberapa konteks formal sangat berpengaruh bentuk ucapan yang sesuai. Different styles within an interview, yaitu gaya berbeda dalam wawancara. American sociologist William LaBeouf carried out research in New York City in 1962. He looked at the pronunciation of R in the middle and at the end of words, for example, care and heart. And then the New York accent is a non-rhotic accent, unlike most American accents, meaning that the R is not pronounced, just as in most British varieties of English. Hence, the phonemic representation for a rhotic pronunciation of care is care. Jadi aksen New York adalah aksen non-rhotic, tidak seperti aksen Amerika kebanyakan, yang berarti bahwa R tidak diucapkan, seperti pada kenyataan ragam bahasa Inggris di Inggris. Karenanya, CA representasi fonemik untuk pelafalan rotik mobil adalah car. And then he collected data through a variety of methods, including asking participants to read a word list and passage and an informal interview. This was try and collect natural speech in the interview and the carefully considered speech in the reading of lists and passages. Jadi, dia itu mengumpulkan data melalui berbagai metode untuk membaca daftar kata dan bagian, kemudian wawancara informal. Ini mencoba dan mengumpulkan bicara alami dalam wawancara dan bicara yang dipertimbangkan dengan cermat dalam membaca daftar dan bagian tersebut. Different styles within an interview. Label form a higher use or activity in all social classes when reading the word list and opposite to in an interview. Labov conclude from these findings that diversity appears to be related social status. From a socialistic point of view, this style used that diversity in New York is an important, useful indicator of social status. Labov work on language use in New York City provided a blueprint for current methods of investigating variation in language use. It compares an informal part consisting of free conversation for eliciting vernacular or local use, and a formal part consisting of a reading message, word list, and minimal phrase, to elicit various degrees of formal or standard language use. And then the person most relaxed style was referred to as colloquial style or the vernacular. Techniques to elicit vernacular style. The first topic manipulation, and then recording small groups of people rather than individual. The example of colloquial or casual style. The first pronunciation features H, dropping at the example, oh well. Side, I suppose you can FM. And then in versus formal in the example, we was up there counting. And then next grammatical features was with plural subject we, the example, we was up there cutting come versus come. Phrasal come on to you. The interaction of social class and style. From the way people from different social groups with information about the people speak in different contexts, it indicates that the features of social class and contextual style interact. The first interspeaker variation, yaitu ketika ciri kebahasaan yang sama membedakan penutur secara sosial atau variasi antar penutur. And then the second intra-speaker variation, yaitu perbedaan cara seorang pembicara berbicara dalam dua atau lebih situasi yang berbeda, atau variasi dalam seorang pembicara. Hypercorrection or super standard. The first hypercorrection, it is the exaggeration of some lower class speakers in imitating middle class standard speech, yaitu pernyataan berlebihan dari beberapa penutur kelas bawah dalam meniru ucapan standar kelas menengah. And then the example, the use of I rather than me in construction such as between you and I, yaitu contohnya penggunaan saya daripada me, I daripada me dalam konstruksi seperti antara Anda dan saya. Examples of hypercorrection, the use of are for me and whom for who. Jadi mungkin contoh hypercorrectness yang paling banyak adalah penggunaan I untuk saya dalam subjek majemuk antara Anda dan saya. And then other common hypercorrect forms include whom for who, as for like she, as any other normal person wanted to be well took of, the endings lu where it doesn't belong, or slightly, some verb forms are lie for lie, shall and for will, and penny pronunciation. Styles in non-Western societies in Japan, Iran, France. Jadi saat memanggil seseorang, pilihan antara kata ganti ini dipengaruhi oleh hubungan antara pembicara dan penerima dan konteks sosial di mana mereka berbicara. And then next, register. Register adalah gaya pekerjaan menggunakan jargon khusus atau teknis. Ini menggambarkan bahasa kelompok orang dengan minat atau pekerjaan yang sama atau bahasa yang digunakan dalam situasi yang terkait dengan grup tersebut. Misalnya bahasa dokter, kemudian insinyur, jurnal, dan legalis, dan kemudian lain-lain. And then next, a variety of language used in a particular social or economic setting, for example, legal or academic register. In sports, announcer told what is the difference between play-by-play commentary and color commentary. Jadi dalam pembicaraan penyiar olahraga, apa perbedaan antara komentar play-by-play dan komentar warna? Nah, di sini komentar play-by-play dan komentar warna itu berfokus pada tindakan dengan menggunakan tata bahasa telegraf. Nah, misalnya synthetic reduction, inversion of normal word, order in sentence. And then color commentary itu berfokus pada orang dengan modifikasi berat dan panjang atau deskripsi kata benda. Nah, misalnya when having time, not modification. Oke. Thanks for your attention and bless I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.